Kakashi used my ladder? Nanda yo? I'm sorry, guys. I'm literally being kicked in the gut, so to speak. Because this egg is moving so much and it's hurting. Because I'm curled up around the egg and it's literally kicking and moving and hurting me. Okay. Ow! I should. He's not happy. Hold on, I have to go back in here. Oh. Let me check the map here. I need to go... Where is it? Place marker. Yeah, very, very feisty egg. And when you did that, dragon attack, Vera lost, timed it so well because the egg literally hit me so hard. Oh, God. Bear with me, guys. I'm so sorry. Because I'm due in a few weeks. The hatchling is due. Sorry, I'm due. The hatchling is due in a few weeks, so we'll have to take it out of the cave and make sure it's okay. You're not doing that. I stop it. Like, seriously, stop it. It's not fun. That fight, those skills on the egg, it doesn't help. They're sharp. Okay, how you settled now? Right. Oh, I'm going back into BT territory. Hey. Where am I now? Like, seriously, where am I now? I cannot go to this area because apparently there is enemies on here. Could walk here. Why do I feel like there are enemies right here? Unless I go up this mountain and go that way. I mean, I could go up this mountain and then go down.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Let's have a look. What the territory is. Those are enemies. If we can go that way. I feel like those are on the top of the hill. I feel like I do need to go on the other side, but there's BTs on that side as well. Echt. Yeah. As I thought. I'm just having a look around. Oh, that's also protected. Ree. Got this whole area protected. Damn. How am I going to tackle this? Technically go all the way back up there. Walk along the mountain. Then come back down. Yeah. So if I were to go back all the way back here, I could... There's a ladder right here. Wait, what? Online sign mules. Mules are there? Yeah, mules are here. I really want to go like this way. And walk that way. Great view. Might be really stupid for me to do this, but we'll see. Oh, there are BTs up there. Oh, for feck's sake. Oh my god. It's really stupid. I don't like this. Guess we're just going for it at this point. Problem is there's also BTs here. And BTs here. Oh. Oof. I am so sorry, guys. I'm in pain. I'm in quite a bit of pain. I don't know if I'll try, but should I just run past it?
pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Move, Sam. Move. Woo! Ooh. It's okay. How do I... It's okay. Alright. Ooh, easy, easy. Hold on. Hold on. How the hell do I soothe the baby? How do I soothe the baby? How do I soothe him? How do I soothe him? What's the bloody command for it? Was it not? Wasn't it not square or something? Or you're alright, baby boy. Run, just run, just run, just run.
Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to dipole damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
If I go straight here, should be alright. I'm I don't know where to go. I really don't. Pete's turn. Okay, straight down. Really? Not a good idea.
It doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked. Cart decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Hui.
Way station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend. Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
No problem. Oh my goodness, I'm in pain. Mills and drone syndrome, bridge babies, time full. Mail data and recycle. Oh geez, look at all the amount of people that are already here. Okay.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
The distro center's on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work. Your work is great.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Well then, that's
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman.
right.
Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
That is sus. That is very, 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 very sus. I mean, don't you guys think, like, hey, by the way, take a shower. It's not like we're definitely not watching you. AV. Alright. So... I'm just trying to think. Let's take a shower first. Don't watch.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, and I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Ugh.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Dry-relling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Yeah.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information.
Okay.
Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you.
Right.
With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records.
Okay.
Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Okay. Distribution center west of Capital Knot City, Benjamin Hannock. Sorry, Sam, bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare materials, Sam. Everyone at the district center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, its battery is dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Autocharger should kick in after. Sorry if we got your hopes up. And I've got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world, even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batten, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us to... Bleh. Ugh. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. George Batten, more than oxy. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot. But after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it. America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first I thought it was just the oxytocin too, but that's not it. Not all of it. Anyhow, you gave us a glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again even. Watchtowers too. Before long we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. It's still scary out there though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one, and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not afraid of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. Data. Interviews. Right. Mules and Drone Syndrome. British HQ from Di Hardman 2 years ago. Bridges' primary objective is to rebuild America, and in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities and other settlements by re-establishing a delivery network. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated. AI managed, deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system. But things didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we started seeing cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man. And, indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seemed to back up that assessment. Humanity needed to be part of the process, so laws were put in place and we stepped back into the picture again. And then, what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them, and that brought on a whole new disorder. Delivery dependence syndrome, they called it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem spiraled even further. It wasn't helped any by the fact that if chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying, which meant we had to go back to relying completely on human couriers whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into the mules we know and love today. Bridge Babies by Dead Men, Bridges HQ 1 year ago. Look, I'm kind of new here at Bridges, so I don't know if any of this will be useful to you. Still, I'm happy to talk about BBs, if that's what you want. They call me Dead Man, on account of my familiarity with the dead, get it? We've always been on good terms, you see. Used to have regular little chats back when I worked in the morgue. Anyway, that's also the reason I work on BB maintenance and research, to learn more about those who are no longer with us. But I digress. The fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces in the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into the little guys had already been conducted long ago, but no one took the plunge and put what they've discovered to practical use. Still, what that did mean is that when Bridges wanted to build our own BBs, most of the work has already been done for us. We just needed to follow the instruction manual, so to speak. Which isn't to say that we have any idea how they work, not how they can detect BTs or how they can connect this world to the other side. We still have much to learn about our little friends. But one thing is certain. Their continued study will lead us to a greater understanding of the Stranding and of life and death itself. That much I can assure you. Well, I think that's about all I have to tell you today. Hopefully I'll have something new to share next time we chew the fat. See you around, I guess. Timefall. Hartman, Bridges HQ Lab 3 years ago. Timefall was first recorded when the Death Stranding occurred, and despite all the years that have passed since then, we are no closer to understanding how and why it accelerates the passage of time for the objects and organisms it touches, or why it immediately turns to ordinary water having done so. Some researchers have gone as far as to posit this process as stealing time. As for why timefall is observed only in certain places, all that we know for certain is that it is somehow affected by local chiral concentrations. This is merely a hunch, but something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, you understand. We humans can conceive of our own deaths, and even of the possibility of a place beyond death, yes? We have the capacity to conceptualize the future, an evolutionary advantage which aided our development as a species. Well, what if Timefall has given us a new, supercharged version of this essential ability? One that will take us to the next stage of our evolution. Perhaps we wouldn't need to hole ourselves up in the knot cities, Perhaps, in time, the Death Stranding will come to be seen as the phenomenon that saved our species. Exciting thoughts, I'm sure you'll agree. I, for one, can't wait to set out on our journey. Who knows what awaits us? These are the logs. Those are tips. Yeah, I had somebody who used my ladder. Well then. Got a couple of lights. Yes.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Can I check up on BB, please? Hiyo. Seem a little bit better now. That's good. Just use the toilet.